channel. If you're new here, my name is Sylvie and today I've got another video for you. Today is round 3 of my Roulette Tbr, the game I used to play to know which books I'm going to read in the next month. If you'd like to know all the rules and the prompts and how it works in general, and want also to see my past roulette rounds, I leave a playlist in the cards above. Before spinning the roulette for March around, let's see how February went. These are the books that I was supposed to read in February, and I will give you all the details, reviews and how I rated them in my February wrap-up. But just to give you a hint, I'm currently in the middle of this one and I still have a couple of them to read, but as I'm filming this 3 days before the end of the month, I'm sure I will be able to finish all the pile, and there will be also my first DNF. So if you'd like to know more about, don't miss my February wrap-up. So without any further ado, let's get started. My bet numbers this time are 1 red, 8 black, 17 black, 25 red and 36 red. My majority guesses are black and even numbers. So let's spin the roulette for March Tbr. Spin number 1. $31 black. The ball landed on 31 black. And as this is the second time that the ball landed on that number, you know that we are moving to its second prompt, that is skip one book. So it's a strange start, but I think that I will keep this gift from the roulette because I don't know what will happen now. So let's go with the second spin. Spin number 2. $24 black. So the ball landed on 24 black, and its first prompt is a fantasy or sci-fi book. So this time I want to be honest with myself, but also with the roulette, because she's really kind, but don't underestimate her powers. So I want to start this series that I changed during last January, and I'm speaking about the Skin trilogy by Alice Broadway. So finally I can start this series. This is a trilogy, and as I told you other times, I love these covers. They are so shiny, and yeah, I can't wait to finally start this series. So I know that this is considered a dystopian trilogy, but I always thought that dystopian books are books with fantasy elements as well as sci-fi elements. So no trouble, I think. This is the story of Leora, and she lives in a world where everything you do is tattooed on your skin forever. And when a person dies, his or her skin is collected in a book for his or her beloved ones, and it will show forever how the life of the dead person was. But Leora has a secret to hide. And now let's go with spin number 3. Spin number 3. $10 black. The ball landed on 10 black, and this is the second time that roulette wants that number. So we move again to its second prompt, and its second prompt is as our first spin of today's roulette, which it was and it is skip one book. But I don't wanna to don't read so many books. This is not what a TBR game is supposed to work. So instead, I'm going to finish the Iris trilogy by Maurizio Temporin. This is the last installment, and I really want to finish this series. Instead of skipping 2 books, I allowed myself just to skip 1, because the other skip 1 book is in reality a book that I need to read in order to finish a series. So Tara has special abilities because she is half human and half vampire, and her powers are related with flowers, and especially with Iris, that are able to bring her in another world made only of ashes. And now let's see where the ball will land in our 4th spin. Spin number 4. $35 black, and the ball landed on 35 black, and its first prompt is a book published between 2000 and 2005. It wasn't so easy to find out books published between these 2 years, but I finally grabbed one, and as it was a gift from my father, I decided to give it a try, and it is The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This is an historical fiction set in Barcelona in 1945, and we are following Daniel, a teen boy who one day his father brings him to the cemetery of the forgotten books, and Daniel finds a cursed book that is linked to a mysterious story, and a new adventure for Daniel begins. And now let's spin the roulette for the last time, hopefully. Spin number 5. $16 red. And the last ball landed on 16 red, and its first prompt corresponds to boyfriend pick. In this moment, Matteo is not here, is working, and I think that I will put a picture right here, and you will know what book he will pick for me. I hope he will be nice, because I don't really know if what he will pick. I tried some time ago to ask him what kind of book would you like that I read, and he always pick up very huge books, so I'm a little bit scared, but it's okay. This time there will be not so many books, so it's okay. So these are the books that the roulette wants me to read this month. But now let's move to the majority guesses. Today's majority is on black and even numbers, so I both guesses right, which means that I will collect 5 plus 5 euros. Here we are with my money bank, or mug bank, I don't know how to call it, mug money bank. Let's find out name for this mug, and let's put my virtual coins, because as I told you at my first ever round of this game, each chip has a virtual 5 euros value, because this is what I'd like to collect, and in this moment I already have 10 euros inside it. But now let's put my new wins. So for the black majority, as well as for the even numbers majority. Now we have 20 euros, and as I told you during my explanation of the rules, this virtual money will be my allow at established periods, and I will use this for now 20 euros for buying new books because for this year I try to ban myself to buy a lot of books because physically I have half of my bookshelf to read before moving to buying new ones, but I also want to have some rewards for myself, especially at my birthday and at Christmas time. And that's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to know more about the books that I've picked up today, or if you have some lucky numbers that you'd like that I will use in the future, please leave a comment below. If you liked this video, please leave a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will wait for you in the next video. Ciao!